Basically, I didn't attend before session, but as of now, I have to tell, let me start without any going to you. Category of drones will be divided into three types, like aircraft for the fixed wing and rotorcraft for drones, and hybrid wing for both aircraft and both the fixed wing and rotorcraft will be treated as a hybrid mode. That will take simultaneously vertical takeoff and move forward pitch like aeroplane for the hybrid mode. If you come for drones, it takes only vertical takeoff. There is no move forward while takeoff. As per Indian regulations and laws 2021, we have made a framework for the drone regulations to operate in the entire India, and what primary we have to take the advantage for the purpose of military, defense, navy, and other applications in like entertainment. For previously you have to conduct, I am one of the member framework in Andhra Pradesh drone policy in Amaravati drone summit. I am attended there. From my side, I worked previously in Garuda Aerospace. I am one of the member to present our company as a key framework for the drone policy AP drone policy 2025. It will be happening for 5 years of agenda to establish the drone city in Kurnool. It's a industrial corridor in Oracle. That is the very central point of for the in AP, both that connecting 4 capitals, Vijayawada, Amravati, and Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai. That is the central place for the Rayalaseema region. That's why the Honorable Chief Minister of AP taking the decision to establish the drone city in that area only. At the same time, there is no problem with the land issues to establish. Already government issued 300 acres of land in Kurnool. Already it's going up. Maybe in future we have a lot of members who are hearing here. They come to know. If you have an opportunity, just go and visit to Oracle. There will be a big R&D is there from the IIT Tirupati and marketing from the IIM Vizag near Gambhira. So many members here from Uttarakhand region only. Next. Here the categories. I said you fixed wing, rotorcraft, hybrid. Fixed wing is there which move forward like aeroplane, aircraft, and rotorcraft. Rotorcraft is a propeller system. We have to mention with instruments like we have to taking up with vertical takeoff only. In hybrid mode, we have to take pitch move forward and both vertical takeoff is there in their application. Next. Category of drones. I have to say no. Helpless, like that is the intent thing. That is the summary. We have a time, let you read about that. Rotorcrafts and hybrid drones. These are the things I have to mention here. Classification of drones. Categories is different, classification is the different. Here the classification based on weight of the drone. That is considered in the drone rules. We have to nomenclature as payload capacity. What we have to put in the drone, that will be calculated as the payload. That is regarding as weight, what we have to carry, like medical delivery or anything. Like previous time, so many illegal things happen in the Uttarakhand, like drug delivery. Because it's a legal thing. As of now, it will be reduced day by day. It will be come sooner. It will be very legal way to go to use the proper way for the purpose of drone technology. These are nano drones. We have to separate in classification and micro, small, medium, and large. Here the nano drones I have to mention here. Nano drones means the weight of the nano drones is less than equal to 250 grams or equal to 250 grams. That will be considered as nano drones. Like very small, you have to hold the drones with your hand, and it will be used for the drone light show also. Next. And micro drones. Micro drones means greater than 250 grams and less than or equal to 2 kg. I mentioned up to 2 kg, but equal to 2 kg also considered for the as per drone regulation 2021. These drones can be used for a particular not. They have to first one is FPV drones. That FPV drones is very sensitive. The framework for the FPV drone, that is carbon fiber, that is very high costly framework in drone industry. If you broke anything, this it will be in thousand in rupees. If you throw, who are expert in FPV drones, they have to standardize to operate. Otherwise, it will be too cost and to not operate in a proper way. And it's a surveillance drone. We have used previously for the monitoring the who are coming from the representatives like higher authority in the Prime Minister India or Rashtrapati or Home Minister. At that time only we have to use this type of drones because it's a very high sensitive ultrasonic sensors are we have to use for the drones. At the same time, LiDAR technology we have to use. If anyone getting thief, they have to keep improper way and they have to take anything misleading means at that time immediately will be more forward. They have to find out that person. In lot of members, not only one thing, in thousands of members they have to find out. That's the advantage of the drone. For the surveillance, this is a tricopter. And this one you have to know, so many members they have to celebrate their birthday or marriages or anything else. In political parties they have to organize any parties. At that time they have to use for the drone operations. As of now, they have to import from other countries like DGCA-DRONE, Pro, and 4 we have to use. As of now, Indian drones are very less. Some of the industry they have to come forward to manufacture the indigenous drones from India. I look forward maybe some of the who are interested to come to industry R&D. They have to always welcome. I will be refer for you. No issue for that. Anytime, as my friends, I have to refer for you. If you are really interested to do in R&D, there will be a good high salary and a good remuneration and good position respect also in the industry. Next, small drones. Small drones means more than 2 kg and less than 25 kg are equal to 25 kg. Basically, you have to see these drones in the agriculture sector because this is the 4 propellers there are 6 propellers are there. You have to use nozzles only up to 4 nozzles, that is the Italian Israel nozzles. That spray nozzles are very sensitive. You have to use 5 meters per second. They have to spray. And these drones they have to take. This is a 16 liters drone. That is a 25 liters drone. That's the difference between these drones I have mentioned in this picture. Medium drones more than 25 kg or less than or equal to 150 kg. In medium drones, where you have to use the drones means these drones are very helpful for the people who are not getting helpful for the health issues. Like if you come to near, you have to everyone see Araku or Paderu. I think so many members are coming from Araku and Paderu. Have you visited? Anyone? Visited? How many members are there visited Araku and Paderu? Raise your hand. Is it beautiful or not? Beautiful. Then how you go? By roadway or train? Roadway. How much of long distance you have to travel? In travel areas, most of the places are not comfortable to travel. At the same time, it's a guard section. At the same time, proper facility they are not providing for the tribal community. Not only tribal community, so other communities are there, but they are not having much facilities than us. We are in urban areas, they are in forest areas. They don't have any proper construction of tank, water facility, roads, lights and everything. At that time we have to use these drones like maximum 25 kg payload equal to 150 kg. These drones have to lift some weight of payload more than small drones. At that time they have to use this technology to deliver the medical equipment. In tribal community area, so many members are facing the sickle cell anemia. They have to use these drones to deploy the medicines to far-away distance area. Up to they have to lock 400 feet, that is 120 meters. These drones can help for the who are not acquiring the health equipment for the tribal unconnected area. These will connect the health equipments. These are the majorly used for the health department and the AIMS also, who are delivering some successful operations are there. At the same time, its most advantage is RTX, return to home. If you click one button in that software, that is real flight evolution is the software they have to use for the drones. At that software, they have to three modes are there: altitude, loiter, and GPS. Loiter is the other thing you have to get it when you are lifting the drone. At that time, mention the plotting the area and GPS with connecting longitude and latitude modes. At that time, if you have a certain time, you have to hover on 5 meters of height. After that, 1 minute they have to deliver the drone and get back to safe position. That's the advantage for the medical delivery drones. These are large drones. So many members they are coming from the background. Maybe here, you are interested to join in the Indian Army. Over. Fine. No issue. If you are a real interested to join in Indian Army, not in Indian Army, you have to run for to have qualify the exam. If you are really interested in drones to operate in drones, you are all welcome. That is very easy. You have to operate properly in army side. I have to operate these drones at once only. In my R&D section, but not used for the practical way. There are a lot of restrictions in the army section and heavy aerospace. These drones have to carry the emergency purpose, like vizianagaram flood areas. At that time, these drones are widely used, but at that time only they have to use agriculture drones. They don't have such much of equipment, but these are not indigenous India prepared drones. These are imported from Russia. As of now, Israel is the #1 place in the drone industry. Upcoming for I hope in 2030, India is the capital for the entire world by the first place. With your all support for the fulfillment of the Viksit Bharat, your work towards Viksit Bharat. Thank you. Next one. Indian drone regulations. Everyone saw the drones, but drones are easy part. But you have to play with drones, you have to operate with drones for flying hours, for hobby, like FPV, like videography, or anything else. You have to operate in a bigger way. They have to certain rules and regulations is there. As per DGCA, that is entirely autonomous body of Ministry of Civil Aviation. And the Director General of Civil Aviation, the authority to challenge all the things what they will be. They have to provide guidelines for the drone pilots, training institutes, UAS model. That unmanned aircraft system, they have to certain rules and regulations they have to follow before they have to deploy in commercial wise. If they are coming any drone into the public society, they have to process the certain drones that will be carried out. And the entire channel will be take over authority from the Director General of Civil Aviation. Regulatory authority of drones in India. This is the main channel. Ministry of Civil Aviation is the ministry in the Union Cabinet of Government of India. Under this ministry, there are three autonomous bodies out there: Director General of Civil Aviation, Airport Authority of India, Quality Control of India. These are the autonomous bodies. They have to certify the drones whether it may be useful for the society or anything else. It will be illegally doing means they have to right to demolish the drones with using sensors at any time. Legal requirements for flying drones in India. What are the requirements for flying drone in India? Means drone registration is must and should. Only micro and nano, these drones are accepted for the drone registration, or anything else up to 450 feet. You have to easily operate the drones in green zone. That is green zone, not all the zones. I have a registration. I have a drone pilot. I can able to fly in front of Parliament. Is it right? I have a drone. I have a commercial expert in drone to operate. I have to fly in front of district collector and SP, in front of police, in front of house. No, there is a rules and regulations is there. Even though nano or micro, they have to fly up to 400 feet, that is 120 meters only, in green zone, for without any license and without any registration of the drone. That's the basic thing. They have to exempt for the drones less than 250 grams or less than 2 kg. This is the platform where you have to get entire UN models, your drone pilot license, how many drone pilots are there in India, how many training organizations in India, and how many prototypes of drones we have to see in this Digital Sky platform that is under channelized by the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Director General of India. You have to see, this is the Director General of Civil Aviation, Government of India. They have to channel the website. You have to see the right side. Right side, first one is, that is remote pilots. If you have to click the remote pilot means at that time you have to mention you have a portfolio that will create as in your name and password. And if you are pilot means they have to click the pilot to get the opening the account. At that account, your entire education qualification, your medical certificate, your death mark sheet, and your training logbook, and your photograph, your signature, where you have to work, and your entire details will become there. If you have doing anything misusing the drones, at that time they have to check your pilot license firstly. See, the second one is training. Training means in entire India only 162 training institutes are there. Basically, the entire part of 70% to 80% of the training institutes in North India only. In South India, very less are there. Approximately only 30 to 34 is there. Remaining part is entirely Gurugram, Haryana, UP, Noida, and Gujarat, and Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh is there. Remaining coming to South India, very less in number. If you come to AP, only 5. Till now, only 5 RPTOs are, that is Remote Pilot Training Organization, that is under channelized by the Director General of Civil Aviation. If you see US models, what you have to, from the industry, they have to develop the prototype or manufacturing unit drone, they have to register a UN number, Unique Q Identification Number. That Unique Q identification will be available, and models what they have to develop in US models, issued UINS. That will be given by the Director General of Civil Aviation. These are the type forms. You have to go and click. To have time is you have to spend some time with your mobile daily. You are using Instagram reels. I am also using. No problem. Type certificate D1. That is type certificate means if you have developed any drone with your own technology or with your company, they have to register and to submit the form in D1. Unique identification number means that is UN model have to issue from the Director General of Civil Aviation. D2 model of nano UAS, that is nano UAS means less than 250 grams. And transfer of, if anyone have drone and the owner of their drone have to transfer the drone to other person, they have to buy the drone from our side. At that time we have to transfer our entire data to issue the UN. If anything happens from the drone, before I am the authority to entire channel to operate the drone, at that time only I have to transfer this to okay. Otherwise we have to not changing any drone UN registration means that will be entirely crime. Remote pilot certificate, that is D4 form, that is the application for the remote pilot certificate who are getting to drone pilot. Third is authorization of remote pilot training for D5. If you have a infrastructure lab, 2.5 acres of land, I have to establish the RPTO. Okay, then they are always welcome from the Ministry of Civil Aviation. They have to come forward. You have to see the site, whether it may be green zone or red zone or yellow zone. They have to site inspection is there with cost of minimum charges only 1,000 rupees they have to pay. If you have a good equipment and drones they have to start as a startup or entrepreneur. We have to train the pilots in your own way. And then create flight plan. When you log in remote pilot, they have to entire thing they have to come. That will be you have to what you have to fly with the entire flight time and busy logbook entire will be covered. There are branches of for RPTO. You know, how many members you have? think I it's Hyderabad biryani. Okay. Anyone eaten Hyderabad biryani? Okay. How many vegans are there?
Yeah?
Okay, fine. No issue. If you have branches of like branches, you have a good name in the public society and branding your RPTO means you have to give the branches to other persons with your colleagues or businessmen or partners. After that, you have to create one ad branches for RPTO that will be also under the guidelines of the DGCA and they have to approve as a branches with other name. That will be compulsory before launching any RPTO as a branches. Train the trainer authorization for RPTO. Train the trainer means like you are in PG and UG degree. If you are becoming professor or assistant professor or associate professor or professor, they have to master should pursue the PhD. Is it right? Then in this industry, if you are a degree holder means you have a chance. Like you have to clarify the net, set and gate. I don't pass, I didn't try to for net. I am also M.SC chemistry, don't ask like the questions. Anything in discussion mode. Tiny trainer, recently I completed my tiny trainer course in Chennai, last week only. I get the civil aviation ministry, I visited that place, I am qualified that, happy to share that. I recently completed my triple-D like training trainer. If I have a now my expected date Viva is there, I have to go for the daily for Viva in June. Successfully I completed my flight test in Chennai. I have two locations from Pune and Chennai. I taken the path for Chennai only, South India. I cleared that exam and I cleared the interview. I cleared the flight test also from airport of Chennai only. Previous back week. If you have it, who are holding the bachelor degree, they are ready to come to have to pursue the remote pilot like 1 week program only. That will be getting remote pilot certificate generating both offline and online. If you have a post passport means they have to generate your RPC in online. That will be visible in Director General of Civil Aviation website. If you don't have a passport means you have to come to clear the RPC, but your RPC will be generated through offline only. That will be given by the authority of the RPTO, authorized by the DGCA only. But if you are getting one advantage is, if you are having a passport means that will be visible in Direct Ministry of Civil Aviation website. That is one of the advantages if you are having a passport. Next one. Just now I was saying remote pilot certificate. What are the remote pilots? What is remote pilot certificate? Previously treated as a license. As of now it treated as a 2023. After that they have to treat it as a certificate. Remote pilot certificate. What are the qualifications for the remote pilot certificate? First thing is Indian citizen. Second one must have passed the 10th qualification and medically fit and no criminal certificate, like you don't have any illegally cases are there, you are not eligible for that certificate license. They have to issue, that's the basic thing they have to require from the ministry. Remote pilot certificate is issued authorized remote pilot training organization, that is RPTO. Issue offline, online. Just now discussed. Total number of India as before yesterday. I checked the digital sky platform. Only 162 is there. From Andhra Pradesh, only 5 is there. Airspace awareness. Where you have to fly the drones? Shall I the drones inside of the forest? What happens if I fly the drones inside of the Chakravarthi or Ctuap movie? Pushpa and the Dunu and other దూరం ఉంటే పుష్పండి రెండు చూడాలనుకుంటే ఓకే పెట్టుకుంటారు అని చెప్తారు కదా. అలాగే మీరు ఏదైతే ఆ ఎయిర్ స్పేస్ అవేర్నెస్ లేకుండా మీరు ట్రై చేసినట్టయితే లైసెన్స్ తీసుకున్న వ్యక్తి ఉన్నాడు, ఆ డ్రోన్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేసిన ఆ వ్యక్తి కూడా ఉన్నాడు. సారీ టు సే ఇఫ్ ఎనీవన్ నాట్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ అదర్ స్టేట్ పర్సన్స్. దెన్ ఎయిర్ స్పేస్ అవేర్నెస్ అనేది మనకి ఎంటైర్లీ జోన్స్ మనకి రికార్డ్ చేస్తాయి. Then we have to discuss about that drone regulations for regarding airspace awareness. Like red zones, yellow zone, and green zone. What is red zone? Restricted area. Okay, very the restricted zone areas are declared from the government side. Army, Navy, aerospace. And military, their camps, they have training issues are there. Is it anything both? Fine. Then that red zones will be treated as from the airport to up to 5 kilometers radius, and any like higher authority offices like Rashtrapati Bhavan, PMO office, or district magistrate office, superintendent of police office, or anything else more than category 1 rank, that will be treated up to 5 kilometers radius, treated as a red zone. There is no drones they can fly in under red zone. It will be fully prohibited. If anything happen to fly means they have to consider the very legally they have to take the charges from the Constitution of India. Yellow zones are divided into 2 types. Inner yellow zone and outer yellow zone. Inner yellow zone means up to red zone area 5 kilometers to 8 kilometers, that is radius of 3 kilometers. It will be treated as a inner yellow zone. In inner yellow zone, you have to take the permission to fly. But in red zone, you can't fly anything. There is no permission for the ordinary persons. If you have any persons to have to fly, means that person related to Navy, aerospace, and military, that person only can fly the in restricted red zone area, because their user of cases they have to priority, they have to operate the drones in their own way. And outer yellow zone is a up to 200 feet. We have to operate the drones with permission, with local authority like superintendent of police or local police authority, local Gram Panchayat or local Mandal Parishad office who are the in charge for that. They have to give the permission to fly the drone up to 200 feet. Green zones means you have to fly up to 400 feet without any permission. Up to in green zone also up to 400 feet you have to fly the drone. But beyond that 400 plus means at that time it will be treated as a outer yellow zone. If you fly about 400 feet in green zone also, you have to take the permission from the local authority. That's the thing. Then see, is it colorful? How many colors are visible for you? 4. Can anyone tell the what colors visible for you? 6. 7, 8. Very good. Then 3 colors. Red, yellow, green. This is inner yellow. This is outer yellow. That is one. Last one is the green color. In center of the point, that is the entirely red zone. That is near to aerospace or airport or anything. That is radius of 5 kilometers treated as a red zone. And inner yellow zone and outer yellow zone. Anyone have any backlogs in college session? I'm also backlog. No issue with that. Okay, fine. If you treated less than 35 minutes, how they are treated in class? You are in red zone. You are failed. Then medium, they are also treated like marks. They will defend your life with your marks. That is the thing I have to relate to with your students. Then next slide. This is the airspace map. I have to draw this picture. Inner the red zone up to 5 kilometers, 3 kilometers in yellow zone, inner yellow zone. That is up to here I identified here. Up to 400 feet, this will be green zone. Above 400 feet, that will be inner yellow zone. You have to take the permission from the local authority. This picture represents the which zone is red zone, green zone, and inner yellow zone. Where you have to get the height of the altitude, you have to operate the zone in proper way. Next one. Temporary red zone. What is temporary red zone? As per DGCA regulations, Amendment Acts 2021, the temporary red zones we have to inform from the local authority, from district magistrate or superintendent of police. They have to inform the local social media, through social media are updated before 4 days, like 98 hours it will require. Before if anyone coming from higher authority like PM, before 4 days they have to intimate the local channels. This zone is declared as a red zone up to 5 days. The radius of the red zone is 5 kilometers. That will be declared before 5 days. If anyone is mandatory from the airport authority, ATC control room, and district magistrate and superintendent of police, they have to authority to declare as a temporary red zone. At that time, we can't fly anything. If anyone flies this, that is illegally. They have to take it under certain circumstances. Next, airspace map for drones in India. I get the picture from Drone Association of India, that is entirely autonomous body from the private organization. You see, what is this picture? India map. What colors you have to see in this picture? Red, yellow, green. Where you have to find the red zone? What is this dots? That is airports or any military training institutes or any Navy persons training institutes. In Visakhapatnam Navy Training Institute is there. In Chennai is there. And if you go for Gujarat, lot of guards are there. This border. And border of what is this like? Pakistan. Border of the other countries. Border of the other countries, that is radius of their border and our border. 5 kilometers treated as a red zone. No one can fly the drone in that red zone. From our side, other countries side. That will be treated as ICAO, International Civil Aviation Organization. That will be treated under illegal activity. At that time, they have to take charges from United Nations, not from our country. Fine, is clear? Remote pilot training organization in India. How many remote pilot training organizations in India as of now? 162. Okay, right. Then where can we have to find in this picture more RPTOs? Which state is having highest number of RPTOs? Haryana. Second one? Third one? Okay, fine. You are visible to see all the graph. Okay, fine. You are very good at science. Then which one is least one? West Bengal. Gujarat. Is anyone from Gujarat? Or Tamil Nadu? Okay, fine. Karnataka? No. This is the pictures having North. You see how many RPTOs in South India and how many RPTOs in North India. Basically, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra and Karnataka and Tamil Nadu having large number of RPTOs. They are coming forward day by day. They have to increase their RPTOs in their home state. Some of the policies they have to push the RPTOs. They have to give incentives for their looking forward to extend the RPTOs in their own state for the welfare of the to deploy the drones in all the sectors and application of the industries and purpose of the public utilizing like pipeline inspection or monitoring of the traffic or monitoring of disaster management or anything related to government organization. They have to deploy the drones. That's why they have to train the drone pilots. At the same time, they have to utilize the drone pilots in the public sector. Components in agriculture drone. What is the drone? How many propellers we have to see? Six. Only six. See once again. How many? 12 propellers are there. They are capital 2 each. Okay. What do you see in that agriculture drone? Especially GPS, electronic speed controller, landing gear, tank, battery, propellers, motherboard, flight controller. I'm not showing the transmitter here. That only drone I have to mention the transmitter also. Don't find it out. I am not to say right. Then you have to see in this drone, this is a type of agriculture drone are shown here, but different types of drones that to deploy in the for the purpose of their application and need. If you go for agriculture, this type of agriculture drone have to use. If you go for videography, that is very difficult. That is entirely only small. Next one. What is the inner parts how they are working in the drone? I have to take as the example of agriculture drone. This is the agriculture drone, how they are working, the inner parts, what are the sensors we have to use. See, what is the middle of the drone? This one. Power distribution board. In our body, we have to entire channelize with which organ we have to channelize. Anyone tell? Fine. In human body, which part is very important?
Heart and brain.
Brain, right? In this is the brain, power distribution board. Before that, the lipo batteries are there. Why only you are using lithium polymer batteries? Is anyone of geology is there? What is the difference between lithium ion and lithium polymer? Fine. Lithium polymer and lithium ion is the materials we have used for the electrolytes as conductors to transfer the energy from which we have used for the instruments. Okay. Then lithium polymer is the highest resistance to destroy, means that if anything battery detain means like discharge rate is high. Compared to lithium ion, we are using the mobiles. In that mobiles we have used only lithium ion batteries. The basic difference between lithium ion and lithium polymer is lithium polymer is the highest having high density. To drain means it will be anything discharge means we have to usable to see. If anything happening in lithium ion, it will be very difficult to see if anything wrong. If anything is not leading to flight in the drones, it's very tough situation. That's why we are using the lithium polymer batteries for the drones. What is ESC? ESC means electronic speed controller. On the right side we have brushless motors. ESC is the key part to how much of rotation we have to give for the drone motors. Based on the ESC capacity, you have to finalize or calculate the speed of the drone. ESC is a very key role to fly in the drone propellers system. And which one? In the power distribution board, you have one more chip is there, that is entirely flight control chip board. In flight controller, you have to see this one. Lithium polymer batteries, we have to connect it with motherboard. That is, we have to energy we have to give for the motors. Then we have to give, see, lithium batteries are connected with power distribution board, and that board is connected to electron speed controller. The electron speed controller connected with brushless drone motor. Motors are there. These entire channel will be channelized by the proper flight controller board. That flight controller board give the directions which you have to use the drone battery, where you have to use the how much of capacity of the battery you have to use, entirely channelized by the center party's flight controller board. Next, GPS. By using GPS, we have to locate the where you have to fly, how much of acres you have to fly. They have to indicate in the digital board. With position, with location, and where you have to longitude and latitude also it will be mentioned with weather conditions also they have to see. Then pump motor. Pump motor, how they are regulating the speed of the pump. How much of quantity you have to spray of the chemical pesticide you have to in the agriculture land. As of now in the Israel pumps are they have to use in the agriculture drone. We have to import from Israel, we have to use the pump sets in the drone. They have to regulate the speed of the pump. 5 meters per second they have to spray as per Indian drones. Next one. This is GPS. GPS is the most important thing. If anything GPS lost, how can drone can fly? How can control yourself to get the drone to your control? With transmitter you have to use that one thing. If not GPS running good means how to control the drone under your control. At that time you have two modes are there. Manual mode, like wind flowing mode. Wind flowing means that you have to use the where you have to use the entire wind you have to flow means that flow we have to two modes are there. GPS, loiter and manual mode. 3 modes we have to use for the drone. We have to get it, change the altitude and longitude for the mode adaptation from GPS to manual mode. Next one. Next one. Application of drone technology. Anyone can say 5 application of drone technology. Let me know. What they agriculture. Anyone visited Kumbh Mela? How many visited there? Previously one incident happened there. By visiting the Kumbh Mela is the auspicious thing for the Hindus and the Indians. They have visited there. They have to monitor the traffic control of using the drone application. How they are using I have to tell. They have to allocate like some members, 100 members, they have to channelize and block the members for 100 members. At that time use these agriculture drones to spray the water. One of the applications they have to fill the dot, they have to spray. By this technology they have to use there. Yes. Application of drone, while traffic and monitoring them. This project under I am one of the member in Garuda as well. At that time I have done my project entirely in Gujarat forest. Next one. These you have to capture the photos from videography drone. Different sides we have to take the photos from bottom to height. At that time we get the what animals they have to live in. what shapes and how much area they have to cover. They have to occupy the living in the forest. At that time, we can get the entire land, site, trees, how much of height of trees we have to calculate with roads, and how many animals there per meter square. They have to flow rate of the animals we have to calculate the growth by using drone technology. This is the most advantage for the wild animals trafficking to avoid that in the forest area. Next one. Some more applications are there. Disaster management, volumetric analysis in mining. In mining sector, day by day they have to dig the mining in the lower way. At that time, can't able to find how much of meter they have to don't know. How many members don't know properly. But to go for mining is very dangerous thing. So many mineral explorations they are there. So many harmful gases are coming out. At that time, the drones are deployed there. They have to constitute with thermal cameras and LiDAR technology. We have to get the data from how much of they have to meters to kilometers they have to dig the mineral exploration day by day and past day and after the day. At that time, get the data within 5 minutes. That is saving the valuable time. Then traffic monitoring, agriculture pesticide spray, thermal inspection, land survey, pipeline inspection. In urban areas, there are lot of pipelines are there. Summer season. How many villages, I don't know exactly, they are facing the water problem. Here, in our Rayalaseema, they are facing lot of problems for the sake of drinking water and irrigation also. If you are not using the proper way for the utilization of the drinking water, means what is the another way how to use the proper drinking water? Is there any solution for that? In vizianagaram there is a pond is that big Pedacheru. One famous temple is there, Paidithala. Okay. Then that water is used for the drinking water?
No.
No use. Then how to reduce the prevent the what utilize without pollution? Means at that time we have to use pipeline inspection. Whether the pipelines of the drinking water are going softly or not. Is there any damage? In summer days, so many pipelines are damaged. Construction monitoring. In front of our college, medical college construction, before 6 months there is only basements are there. At that time we have to monitor the day by day how much of construction is going on without any from other contractor. They have to come here, they have to monitor the drones. At that time we get the live data.
Next.
Drone courses in higher education system. What are the drone courses in entire India? They are offered for the person who have to pursue any career in drone technology. Really, they are interested in this. I would like to wish some of my colleagues, they are working in that university. If you have need any contact, please let me know. I will be helpful for you. After completion of your degree or UG degree or PG degree, no issue. They have to pursue M.SC in drone technology and manufacturing and PG diploma in drone technology in Kaushala Skill University. If anyone coming from Gujarat means they will know this Kaushala Skill University importance. Kaushala Skill University is situated in Ahmedabad, and that university main theme is they have to skill the students before leaving the academic year. They have to start as an entrepreneur or startup or job holder. That is the main theme. They have to funding. Every university having a charm body like higher authority is vice chancellor. In this university there is no vice chancellor. That is entirely special chief secretary, organizing body to control the entire education system in this university. That is one of the major advantages for this university. If anyone going to pursue any drone technology courses in the universities, please let me know. I will be helpful for you. I will get the contact details for you. My friends who only they are sitting there because I am only for the purpose of studying. I am staying here only. PG Diploma in Drone Technology, the course fee is 30,000 per academic year. That too limited seats are there. Every academic year only 50 seats are there available. Anyone can, any state they have to go and there pursue the drone technology courses. These are the major advantages. In entire India, School of Drones they are offering the courses in that university. One more National Skill Training Institute. This is very short-term skill training certificate program. If you are able to near to Chennai or anything else, if you have free time in summer season, every year they have to run 6 batches. You have to register in online. Otherwise, you can log go and search National Skill Training Institute Chennai, Tamil Nadu. You will get the details and brochure also. Every academic year they run the 6 batch of courses in Gindi. If anyone in Chennai is, they will know Valmiki and Gindi. That drone technician certificate program, 2 weeks program, that is entirely assembling, disassembling, how they are manufacturing, how they are flying, what are the risk analysis we have to take, whether when we are flying, everything they will teach, including they have to that is central government have to give the offering the course. That's why that is course is very less in fee. If you have a free time means they have to go easily and get the registration there. Only 5,000 rupees they are including the food and accommodation. Total seats they have to, in every batch only 30 members they have to allow, 15 member ratio for girls, 15 members for boys. Next, career opportunities in drone technology. What career we have to get? If you have a RPC, if you have a completed PPT like trainer course means, what we have to get the salary and what are the opportunities in the as per Indian drone market as per now. After getting the Amendment Act 2021 drone rules and regulations from Ministry of Civil Aviation. You know very well after discussing so much of things, have to discuss with you what is drone pilot, what is RPC, what is digital sky, what is Ministry of Civil Aviation, and their regulatory authority, where can I apply drones in proper way, legally, and then drone instructor. Drone instructor means you have to complete your graduation in the UG level, you have to go for the training, and if you clear the training and test and medical fitness, you have to call for Viva. After that, you have to get the job up to basic salaries 45. Basic salary is 45, for drone pilot basic salary is 18,000. If you are a fresher, drone technician means they have to operate the entire drone proper way or not. In manufacturing and R&D unit, whether the motors are running properly or not, whether anything happens not properly, they have to take care of entire things in the R&D as a drone technician they have to operate. Otherwise, they have to start as a service in their own local area. They as a drone technician, their own entrepreneurship they have to develop. Drone technician means the entirely depends on the need they have to sell, but basic salary is entirely 20 plus. Drone technician, fresher means. Drone surveyor. If I have money, I have to get the drone. Even drone means I have to survey the land. And government also one program, pilot project program is there. Dronagiri, that is vizianagaram also one of the part of that. That entirely standardized by the IIT Tirupati. As of now, drone surveying is there in urban areas as well as the rural areas also. For asset monitoring of the public persons. Agriculture drone entrepreneur. If you have an intention to start as a startup or entrepreneur means, it's better to you have money means, I think even getting subsidy, 70% subsidy is there from rural banks or self-help groups for the women's. They have to give normally up to 2 lakhs. Namo drone is scheme also there. They have to give for free training for the pilot training and give the pilot certificate and giving the drone as including subsidy. They have to get up to 1,75,000. As of now, 15,000 drones are they are deployed in all over India. FPV drone pilot. FPV drone pilot means that is related to cinematography. That is very sensitive. If you are going industry, any film industry, you are interested means you have to operate the FPV drone pilot. Means that's if you are fresher means that is very less amount. But if you are experienced or means will get around per day 30,000 per day. Drone operator in cinematography. If anyone operating simultaneously one drone and one shot and another shot simultaneously they have to complete. They have to. There is an opportunity like drone engineer, drone software developer, drone setup. You have to get the idea about that. This is my while I am working in Gujarat and Karnataka in charge for that. At that time, in my Garuda Aerospace, at that time I have a good communication and my boss CEO Agnishwar Prakash after completing my project work in Gujarat and Karnataka and I worked for the solar inspection for the project in Gujarat. My son, you are giving your smile and that's my always. This is my entire team of Garuda when I am working. Yes.